Okay, this is another training. So we are live. We'll commence this training by 4 o'clock on dot. So let's prepare. Wait. 4 o'clock on dot. Please, once you join, just say hi or say hello, please, so that I can mention your name. Please, once you Good afternoon, everyone. Please, once you join, just say hi, say hello, so that I can know your name and welcome you to the class. I can see we have some viewers here. So let's get things started. By this time next week, some of us will start. Elizabeth, thanks so much. You're welcome. I think you're the first person to attend to this class. Okay, Elizabeth, you're welcome. So let's use these few minutes to wait for others, because once we have started. I'm also using my phone to join so that I can see some comments and some chats. So if you have questions, you can also comment here. So quickly, I'm going to show some of the sites I've done so far. Um, I'll share my screen pretty soon. Elizabeth, are you still there? Okay, thanks. Okay, I think we can just start now. So I'll show us, I'll just give a brief explanation of what we are about to learn. About to learn web design. So, and we are using a platform called WordPress. Yes. So WordPress is partially a no-code platform where you used to build, where we can use to build website. So about 49% of websites or thereabout online are built with WordPress. So I will share my screen. Let me share my screen. So I will go through some of the sites I've done with WordPress. Um, Daniel, you're welcome. Nice having you here. So this is please, if you can see my screen, do let me know if you can see my screen, please. Okay. So I did this. This is a job boarding website. Job boarding simply means a site where you can come down, register as an applicant, and also register as an employee. Company posts jobs on this site, while candidates will look for the job and apply. You also have to log in, register, post a job. Post a job is for employers. So we have this. This is a site. Under this part, you can search for jobs. This is a job boarding website, right? So we have different pages under this. So all these are done with WordPress. WordPress. I am building a blog, Epic Content Hub online. I also did it with WordPress. So WordPress. Okay, thanks, Daniel. So WordPress is a great tool. So this is another site I did with WordPress. Okay, this is just a blog. Then we have the ref, um, reftopshomes.com.ng is also a WordPress website, right? So we have so many WordPress websites out there. So today I'm going to explain vividly the meaning of domain name hosting space, right? So reftopshome.com.ng is a domain. We have different domain name. We have hosting space also. So you have to know the meaning of domain name and also extension. We have domain name and we also have extension. Anoluwapo, you're welcome. We have domain name, we have extension. So RefTop Home is a domain, right? Then .com.ng is an extension. Are we getting it? Now I'm going to open another site. I think the journey begins. This is my personal website. The journey begins. I have different websites I manage. So the journey begins. The journey begins is a domain. Y.com.ng is an extension. So I'm going to show us the difference. This is a like a portfolio website, right? It's like a portfolio website. We also have blog under this site. So how will you start when if you want to build a site for a client? Where do you start from, right? You have to ask the clients what kind of domain name should you buy for the clients. So we have different platforms where you can buy your domain name. So my number one go-to for buying a domain name is called Namecheap. We have namecheap.com, right? Namecheap.com is a platform where you buy domain name and hosting space. We have GoDaddy. Go GoDaddy is another good platform where you buy your domain name and hosting space. We also have Bluehost. I'm sorry if you're hearing background noise. My son is around, the 1 week break, please. We also have Bluehost. Bluehost is another wonderful platform where you can buy domain name and your hosting space. But um, if if you want to buy, there are some extension you will not get on Namecheap, right? If you want to buy an extension that deals with .com.ng, you can't buy it here on Namecheap. If you want to buy extension that deals with .ng, you will not get it here on Namecheap. Now you have to buy with Nigerian company. The number one domain platform and hosting platform we have in Nigerian company is called WooCohost, right? I buy some domain name from WooCohost. Now let's break it down. If you want to buy a domain name, it will ask you register a domain name to start. So you have to type the domain name you want. What kind of domain name? What is the domain name you want to use? It can be elizabeth.com or elizabeth.com.ng. So Elizabeth is the domain, .com is an extension, .org is an extension, .info is an extension, .online is an extension. So we have so many extensions. There are so many extensions. So let's type in Elizabeth. So just type search. Let's look at the different extensions we have for Elizabeth. Please, if you are following, do let me know. If you are getting what I'm saying, all the jargons I've been saying, please do let me know. Because this day one class is so important. Very, very, very important. So we are doing with Namecheap, namecheap.com. Now, if you look at this part, elizabeth.com is taken. It means you cannot buy elizabeth.com, right? You can't buy elizabeth.com. Now let's look at different, in case you said, no, I want to use Elizabeth and a different extension, you can now look at, we have elizabeth.gg. I don't really know the meaning of this GG. You have to validate that. We have so many extensions, so I can't cram most of them on my head. We have elizabeth.xyz. Elizabeth.xyz is very expensive. It's going at the rate of 99, almost $100,000. So Elizabeth, if you have $100,000, you can buy elizabeth.xyz. So elizabeth.io is not available. It has been taken. Elizabeth.game is around $310. Elizabeth.info is around 9,000. So Elizabeth itself, that name is a premium name, right? The word Elizabeth is premium. So if you are buying any extension with it, is look at this Elizabeth.online is around $6,500. You get. So let's look for a different extension. Let's say Peter Felix Foundation. But first we say, wow, domain name is expensive. No, it is not. Right? Now we have peterfelixfoundation.com at the rate of $9.58, right? $9.58. So if you're buying this, you can also apply a coupon code to it. If you apply this new com 5598 as a new customer, you will buy this domain name at the rate of $5.98, which is not up to 5,000 naira. It is not. It's not even up to 4,000 naira. If you buy with this coupon code, right? What if you want to go with different extension? We have peterfelixfoundation.com. We have peterfelixfoundation.org at the rate of $8.98. So .com here is somehow expensive compared to .org, right? If you want to buy peterfelixfoundation.net, we have it at $11.98, right? So peterfelixfoundation.ai. So we have different extensions. There are so many extensions. .bio, .live, .online, .club, .co, .store, .tech, .tv, .us, .sites, Inc., else. So many domain names. There are so many, right? We have explore 400 plus additional extensions. 400 plus. So once you click on it, there are so many. You look at different ones. Business. So many, so many. So building a site for a client, you have to ask the client, what is your domain name and what kind of extension do you want to use, right? Some client will say, I want to use .com, and once .com is taken, you have to advise the client to go with a different extension, right? Especially if that domain name is very, very important to the client. A client wanted to build a real estate website with me, and when she called different name, all the names she called has been taken. Even the extensions are not available. Let's assume you want to buy Facebook, right? For Facebook, Facebook has gotten all the extension, almost all the extension that is associated with Facebook, right? So you cannot just wake up in the morning and say you want to buy facebook.com. Facebook.com is taken. You can't buy it. Now you can say, okay, I want to change my mind. I want to buy extension that is closer to facebook.com and Facebook. Now, almost all these, facebook.xyz has been taken, facebook.io, facebook.game, facebook.info. Facebook bought all the extension that is related to Facebook. Look at, they have gotten all the extensions, all the important extension that is related to Facebook. So you cannot just wake up in the morning and say you want to buy Facebook, right? Let's look at Google and see if Google did the same thing. Please hope we are following. So we have Google. Google too did the same thing. Google.xyz. Almost all the extensions attached to Google has been taken. So you cannot just wake up one morning and say you want to buy Google dot something. You might find, but almost everything related to Google has been taken, right? Now, this is just a domain name with nameship. We are still dealing with domain name. What if you want to buy a domain name that deals with .com.ng? Let's say Peter Felix Foundation, peterfelixfoundation.ng. Now, unsupported CLD means these people, they can't sell anything NG. Anything that deals with Nigeria, they are not selling. Now, and your client is insisting that they want to buy this particular domain, .com or .ng. You have to come down to Google Host, googlehost.ng, and type your domain name here, peterfelixfoundation.ng. So you have no choice but to buy your domain name with a Nigerian provider, right? Because foreign provider don't sell anything that pertains ng, .com.ng, .org, and all that. You can't get it from. Now, if you are buying with a Nigerian company, .ng is 6,000 naira with googlehost.com. Right? Please, this part is very important. You have to know how to buy, as a web designer, you have to know how to buy domain name and hosting space. This is where you will make your cool cash, because every year client tends to renew their domain name and hosting space. You have to learn this, how to buy it. Now, this is just domain we are dealing with. If I want to buy this same domain .com.ng is not also available here. Now, .com.ng with .com.ng will be around 1,000 to 1,003. Is a very cheap extension. It's around 1,003, right? I wanted to buy the journeybegins.com. It has been taken. Someone else registered the journeybegins.com year 2006 or thereabouts. So I have no option but to go with the journeybegins.com.ng. I bought it at the rate of 1,002. So that should be about 4 years ago or 5 years ago. Now is now 1,300. Now, if you're just starting out and you want to build your own personal portfolio site, you can go with .com.ng to start with. You can go with .com.ng to start with. Hope we are all following. Now, the next thing you need to also do is to learn how to compare prices. If you are buying a domain name, you have to look at a place that is somehow cheaper so you can buy with them. Now, if I'm buying peterfelixfoundation.com, let's see how much it costs here. Now, on this part, peterfelixfoundation.com is going for 9,900, right? Now, let's go down to this part and let's see peterfelixfoundation.com and see the price here. On Google Hosts, go on with it. Yes, go on with it. Sorry. On Google Hosts, peterfelixfoundation.com is 9,009. So let's compare with other provider. Now let's compare with other provider. Other provider from this part, their selling price is at the rate of $9.58, right? $9.58. But if you are buying as a new client, you are buying at the rate of $5.98. Now, $5.98 converts to, let's say, 700 or seven. The last time I used my shipper card, which is a black market card, I bought at the rate of 760 or thereabouts. So once you calculate 760 times, let's say times $6, it won't be up to anywhere close to this. We get. So this one here, they are far, far more expensive compared to what you will buy with Namecheap, right? So ever since I've been buying domain name, I've been buying with Namecheap. I've been buying with Namecheap. And once you start your web design journey, you have to also learn how to apply with their affiliate marketing, because you start buying so much domain name. And once you are buying so much domain name, they will want to give you commission for any domain name you buy, right? Yeah, go and keep it. They want to give you commission for any domain name you buy. So I'm going to explain about the affiliate marketing stuff later on, because I've been benefiting from it and from Bluehost too. Now for this domain name, let's check this domain name on Bluehost. You have to buy hosting space before you have. They don't sell mainly domain. Maybe they have changed. I don't know, but you have to let's say Peter Felix Foundation. Once you buy hosting space with Bluehost, you will get a free domain. Now let's search this and see the price here. Now on Bluehost, peterfelixfoundation.com is going at the rate of 12. Wow, this is expensive. 12.15 pounds. Euro is going for 12.15 euros. So you can see the difference. Namecheap is far, far cheaper when you are going for your domain. When you are going for domain, Namecheap is far, far cheaper. So before I move to hosting space, do we understand this? I just need two responses. Do we understand how to get your domain name now? Please, I need two responses. If you understand how to get domain name as a web designer, just type yes. I'm waiting for a response. If you don't know how to do it, I can go over the whole process again, or you watch the video all over again. If you know how to buy your domain name now, please just signify. Okay, Daniel, thanks so much. Thanks so much. Who else? Okay, okay. So let's go down to hosting space. Now, without your hosting space, there is no way your website will appear online. There is, I know, Luako, thanks so much. So without hosting space, there's no way if you buy domain name and you didn't buy hosting space, your website hosting space is just like the building where you put in your properties, right? And there are different sizes of hosting space. It all depends on what you are building. Now let's go down to this hosting. Let's go down to their hosting space. Now we have for let's go down to online beginner. Yeah, wait, go and wait. Now, if you're just starting out, I will advise you go with this, right? I will advise you go with this $1.98 per month, right? You can just go with this, or you just try this for free for 1 month. But just humble yourself and go with this. Now, if you are going with this, you won't spend up to this particular one. Now, let's click on get started and see this one can contain about 3 different websites. The first hosting space have ability to can let's go down to the shared hosting and see the full details of the hosting space. Now, this first hosting space is $1.98 per month, almost $2 per month. Now, it contains domain name. It can contain three websites. This particular one, you can host three clients' websites on this particular hosting space, right? Now, it has 20 gig and 30 domain name based mailbox. If you want to create your customized email, it contains about 30, you can create about 30 different customized email with it. Now, the next one on the list, please give me a few minutes, please. I want to attend to my. Okay, I'm sorry for the break. He wants to put on his shorts. Okay, so this next one is I've gotten this one several times, and this one is Stellar Plus. So Stellar Plus can contain unlimited websites. So I use this mainly for my clients. There are some clients that will tell you that, oh, we can't pay this amount to build a website. Then you ask them, should I build your site on my shared hosting? Once they say yes, you can go ahead to buy this. So this one can contain unlimited websites, right? You can build as much as possible websites that are not too heavy on this particular hosting plan. Now let's compare Namecheap hosting with other hosting platform. Um, let's let's check. Let's go back to Bluehost. And let's go back to WooGoHost. WooGoHost, let's check their hosting plans first. WooGoHost is kind of cheaper. So for WooGoHost, we have the first one, which is 1,000 naira per month. And this is the space, 6 gig space, right? 6 gig, 1,000 naira per month. So if you're buying for 1 year, you are paying 12,000 naira for a year, right? Now, this one contains only 2 websites and 10 subdomain. For this one, you can put as many as possible subdomain under this. But for this, for WooGoHost, you have just 2 and 10 subdomain with 2 websites. This one, you have about 3 websites attached to it, right? What else? Unlimited emails, unlimited database, right? So if you have enough cash, you can go with these people here, their shared hosting. I bought about 2 of these within this week for for 2 of my clients, about 3 of this shared hosting plan for 3 of my clients. So this is a little bit convenient for people to go with, right? So if you are just starting out and you have about 3 clients, it's possible you use this for you just buy just this and use this to build about 3 different websites, right? Now for let's check these people's sites. Let's check their shared hosting. For these people, shared hosting is going for $2.76 per month, right? I think this is just about, it's just about, it contains just one website. Bluehost, they are far, far more expensive, right? They are far, far more expensive. This contains just one website, while this contains unlimited websites and 40 gig storage. Now, what if you want to buy? What will you do? All you need to do is to click on Get Started. Now, it will ask you to connect a domain name to it. You can buy domain name from these people, from WooGoHost, and connect it to Namecheap. We are going to do that later on, how to connect domain name from one provider to another, right? Yes, they are going to color it. Color it. Cool. Okay. So if you are connecting a new domain, which is what you are going to do in a new domain, now just scroll down, new purchase, right? Now you have to search the domain name. Let's say Peter Felix Foundation.org. Okay, this is what we want. And there are other domain names that are free too under here. This one, for the first year, you are paying $0. You're not paying any amount for this. PeterPellisFoundation.fun. There are some PeterPellisFoundation.online. There are some other domains that are pretty free here. All these ones are free. But don't just go with, don't buy them because they are free, please. You have to look at the renewal price. For the next year, you are paying $22.98, right? So don't buy them because they are free. You have to look at the renewal rate. This one is going for Peter Felix Foundation.pw. You don't know the meaning of PW, so there's no need for you to buy this. Peter Felix Foundation.tech is also nice, but look at the renewal rate. It's very high. Peter Felix Foundation.website still sound nice. The renewal rate is still cool. $12.98 is still fine. So if you are going with peterfelixfoundation.org, just click on the one you are going to, then connect to hosting. Now, any domain you connect with this your hosting will stand as your primary domain. You will still get all this, the meaning of primary domain, the add-ons and all that. We'll get all this very soon. Now, once you connect this peterfelixfoundation.org, it will stand as the primary domain to your shared hosting account. Now, let's click on connect to hosting. We have connected it, $8.98. Now the total price here, hosting and domain name is around $32.04. Now one good thing about Namecheap is that once you buy this shared hosting, you get free SSL. Now look at this key here, this padlock that is showing here. It means this site is secured, right? The site is secured. There are some sites you will go to, your browser will tell you that this site is not secured. It means that site does not have SSL. It means there is no SSL on the site. Now, once you are buying with Namecheap, you will get free SSL with them. You get free SSL with Namecheap. So the next thing to do is to click on Add to Cart. Now, I'm not buying this. I'm just showing us the process. If I have any client hosting plan I want to buy, I'm going to go through the process again. Now, the next thing for us to do is to fill in our payment details, right? Now, if you are buying domain name and hosting plan with Namecheap, you cannot pay with your Naira card, right? What I use mainly is Cheaper Cash. Just go down to their site or you download the app, Cheaper Cash. cheapercash.com. Some people use GPay, some people use Grey.co. With Cheaper Cash, Cheaper Cash will give you a MasterCard, a dollar card. With Cheaper Cash, Cheaper Cash will give you a dollar card to buy things online in dollar. Currently, we cannot use our MasterCards to buy anything online, but with Cheaper Cash, you will have a dollar card, a free dollar card to purchase anything online. All you just need to do is to credit your account and fund your dollar card with this. I also use Grey.co. Greyco. One good thing about this Greyco is this. Greyco will give you foreign account number. Cheaper Cash will give you only dollar card, but Greyco will give you a foreign account too. If you are doing affiliate marketing, you will also want to put in, they will ask for your dollar account. So with this, you can have a dollar account with Grey.co, right? So once I click on login, I can log into my account and all that, but I don't want to do that here. Please, hope you are following. So it will just ask you to confirm your order. So once you confirm your order, the next thing for you to do is to put in detail. Now, if you don't have an account, it will ask you to create account. It will ask you to create your account here. Sorry. I'm coming. They just sent me a code, verification code. Let me use it to log in. Please, just a minute. Let me get my code. 3F97. 3F9. So what you need to do is to sign up. The process is simple. Have it following shifts. Ask you to put in your details. Ask you to input your card, your payment details here. Now the good thing about this is that you can pay with your crypto, or you pay with your dollar card, right? But I don't want to go through the payment process. Now let's just go down to my dashboard. On my dashboard, let's go down to my domain list. Now, these are all my domains. All these are domains that I'm managing. All these are websites that I've built so far, right? They are all here. All these are sites that I've worked on. Why some are under Google Host, right? All these are sites that I've built so far. Okay. Now, once you buy your domain name and hosting space, Namecheap will send you a username and a password to your mail, to your registered mail. A username and password will be sent to you. It is known as your cPanel details. Now, how do you access your cPanel? You will just type the name of the website. Let's say thejourneybegins.com.ng /cPanel /cPanel. Now, it will ask you to input your cPanel details, right? Now, they will send you your username and your password. Just input it here, then click on login. This is how to access your cPanel. This is how to access your cPanel. Now, I don't go through this means. With Namecheap, I can come down to my hosting list. I'm yet to renew this hosting list, this hosting space. So let's just go to this. Just click on go to cPanel, right? If you want to renew, you can click on renew to renew your cPanel. Then under this patch, you can click on you can click on go to cPanel. Once you click on it, it will take you to your cPanel account. Now we are quickly going to explain some important. I can't explain everything on this cPanel, right? I can't explain everything on the cPanel. We are quickly going to explain some few important stuff on the cPanel. Now, what do you need to know on this cPanel? Okay. Let's start with. We'll still come back to this WordPress because this is one of the most important stuff you need here. This file manager contains all your files, right? If you, all your pictures, your content and everything, this is where you will get them. This is where you will get all your files. That is where the file manager is, the file manager image. So we don't need all this. Now let's quickly go down to, if you want to create, some client will tell you that we need a custom email, a customized email address. Now, how do you create a customized email address? What are customized email address? Like info@thejourneybegins.com, customer care at thejourneybegins.com, contact us at thejourneybegins.com. All those are customized email. Now, how do you create a customized email? Once you log into your cPanel, just click on email account. Click on email accounts. Click on create. I have some email here, admin@House. We have different emails here. So just click on create email, right? Now you have to choose the domain name you want to use for your email. I have so many domain names here. Remember, it's on unlimited account. So you have to pick the domain names you want, right? If you are going with cnetventure.com, then you type in the username. Username simply means customer@cnetventure.com, contact us at cnetventure.com, enquiry@cnetventure.com. So let's show info@cnetventure.com, right? So you have to input your password here. I'm not so good with password. Okay. So the next thing to do is to click on create. Please, you have to rewatch this video over and over again to understand it. You have to watch it over and over again to understand. So just click on create. It will create the account automatically, right? Now, how do you check your email address? info@cnetventure.com. So this is how you check it. cnetventure.com/webmail /webmail. This is how. Now to go to your cPanel, I told you that you type the name of the website, cnetventure.com/cPanel. Now to check your webmail, you have to type cnetventure.com/webmail. Are we getting it? Now info@cnetventure.com. Now the password. So let's see if I get the password right. This is it. Now we have two means where we have two applications. You can either use roundcube to check your mail, or you use this odd to check your mail. So I love using this. Just click on roundcube. Just click on roundcube. Now this is the mail. We have the drafts, we have sends. To create a new mail, just click on this part, this pencil part to create your new mail. It's loading. You input the email address, then the subject, the same way you create your normal email, right? So this is how you create your email address. Your attachments, you can attach a file from this from this side here. But I don't need all this mail. Let me delete. Now let's look for the email. info@cnetventure. Where is it? Okay. Now I want to delete this. Just mark it. Click on it, then scroll up to click on delete. Now, what if you forget your password? What will you do? You log into your cPanel, come down to manage, right? Under manage, you can change your password from this part. You can create a new password, right? You can create your new password from there. Now let's delete the mail. Let's go down to email accounts. I don't want this last to exceed 5 p.m. So info at Synep Ventures. So click on it. Just scroll up. Click on delete to delete it. Are you sure you want to delete it? Just click on delete. Right. So that site, that email is out. Please, do we have any question before we move on? Please, if you have any question, just let me know. Please, let me know if you have any question before we move on. Please, I'm waiting for a response. DJ Larry, Daniel, Elizabeth, Anuluakpo, do you have any question? Okay, Larry, thanks. None for now. Okay. So there are so many stuffs here that I can't explain. We have all this. We have SSL. Now, once you buy your SSL to install it, you know, your hosting plan will come with free SSL. This is where you install your SSL. So once you click on this, you install your SSL from this part. Now, all these ones are different page builders, are different builders. Now, WordPress comes first. Joomla was raining so much then, but now I think WordPress is doing far better than Joomla. Now we have Abacus, we have PHP, we have different platform you can use to create a website. So my PHP admin. Now let's go down to subdomain. If you have a website, then you want to create a subdomain for the site, or if you are doing an event for a program, let's say Daystar, I attend Daystar. Let's assume Daystar wants to do an event, then we can just type it womenofdestiny.daystar.com for that particular event. That subdomain will be for that particular event. So how will you create a subdomain? All you just need to do is to click on subdomain. The subdomain can be anything. Subdomain is free, please. Once you buy your domain, you can create as many as possible subdomain you want to. Now, what's the name of the domain? Let's say Women of Destiny. Now, which domain name do you want to create it under? If you have so many domain names, this is where you have to worry about the domain name. We have different domain name here. Let's say happyhousing.org. Now, the name of the subdomain will now be womenofdestiny.happyhousing.org. Right? Now, just click on create. I don't want to create it. Once you click on create, it means you have created the subdomain. It's very simple. It's very simple and straightforward. It's very simple and straightforward. Now, what else do we have under here? The first hosting plan contains about 3 add-ons. You can build about 3 websites. Now, the first website is the primary domain. Now, how do you know a primary domain? I'm sorry, let me attend to this man. Now, I told you that our first the first hosting plan contains about 3 can host about 3 domain. Now, how do you know the primary domain of a site? Now, this is the primary domain, right? Now, if you want to buy a new domain and add to this hosting account, once you have gotten the domain, all you need to do is to come down to add-ons. Just click on add-on. Once you click on add-on, you type the new domain name you bought, right? Let's say peterfelixfoundation.org, right? Then you click on add-on. At times, this might not work. Before you do this, you have to come down to your domain name settings to set it. So that just come down to domain list. Come, let me pull it for you. Now, once you come down to domain list, you go down to the domain name you bought. Just click on manage. Click on manage, then come down to DNS, right? DNS. This is what you will, if you bought the domain name from Namecheap and you want to connect it to a Namecheap hosting, this is the one you will use. The default one is this Namecheap basic DNS. This is the default one. Now, if you are using a shared hosting, this is what you will click on. Namecheap web hosting. So once you click on this, okay, go and wait. Sorry, go and wait. So once you click on this, the next thing for you to do is to click on it as add-on. Please just give me a few minutes. Okay. Now, once you have done your settings here, then you have to come down to this part to add it as add-on here, right? Now, what if you buy your hosting, your domain from a different provider? Let's say you buy your domain name from this part, right? You have to also change your DNS from this part here. Let me log into my account. If you buy domain name from Google Host and you want to connect it to your account, your Namecheap account, right? You have to also do the settings. Now go and bring your slippers. Now let's look at the domains I have here. I have about 2 domains here. I have to move some of my domains to Namecheap. Now let's use this as example. I'm coming away. I'm coming. You come down to managed name server. Some people call it DNS, some people call it name server. So you have to know that they are the same. So managed name servers. So under managed name server, you have to, under this part, we are using localize. This is the default name server. Now, once you are buying from a different provider, you use custom name server. Use custom name server. Now, once you put on use custom name server, you have to type this dns1.namecheaphosting.com, then dns2.namecheaphosting.com. It's very simple. Or you come down to your Google and ask what is the DNS link for Namecheap, right? I bought my domain name from Google Host and I bought my hosting space from Namecheap. How do I link them? I'll come down to my domain name server here and put the custom server, this and this, right? They are the same link, just change one and change this one as 1 and 2. Now you come down to this part, to your domain. Let's look at my domain list here. Now you don't need to do any, once you change it there, all you just need to do is to come down to your add-ons, add it here. Just once you have done the job here, once you have changed your name server here, you don't need to do anything under here because your domain name will not appear here yet until you have added it, until you have added it as add-on. So once you add it as add-on, it will show you that this domain name is with a different register. The domain name is not even showing here because it's not part of. Okay. Let's go down to all products. Now, once you can understand how to buy your domain name and hosting space, you are good to go. Yes, you are good to go. Now look at this here. The journey begins. It's showing that domain is with another registrar, right? You have to just come down to this registrar, change the DNS here, then come down to your cPanel, type it here, the journey begins .com.ng, and add it as add-on. If you fail to do this, you can't add it here as add-on here. Now you have done how to create a customized email. I've showed you how to buy your domain name and hosting space. I've showed you now how to buy your domain name from a different provider and link it to another hosting provider, right? I've showed you how to create a subdomain. Now I've showed you how to create add-on. So in our tomorrow's class by 4 p.m., we are going to start, we'll build our first website by tomorrow. This is what we are using, WordPress. Some of us will say, how will I practice? I don't have domain name and hosting space. So by tomorrow also, I'm going to I'm going to show you a way on how you can get your free domain name and hosting space for practice. Yes, it's called a subdomain for practice. So I'm going to show you the site. I've done a tutorial about on it. I'm going to post the tutorial and also do a quick review on how to also get that. So with that, with your free domain name and hosting space, you can rehearse. By tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to install your WordPress. Then we'll have to move on to start building our site. So I think this is where we'll call it a day. So if you have any question, please, I'm going to stop sharing now. I'm going to stop sharing. So if you have any question, let's talk. Let's talk. If you have any question, let's talk. Elizabeth, do you have any question? And no, Lua, do you have any question? Daniel, Larry, Shoma, please, if you have any question, let's discuss. Because the higher we go, the harder it becomes. Yes. But once you can get this very well, please go over and just watch the video over and over again. And again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please, please, please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. In our last course, we have about 150 participants in our last course, the course 1. So please, if you have any question, let's talk. Okay, how to add SSL certificate. Okay, let me quickly share my screen and do that now. Okay. Now, most times I'm always lazy doing all these things. So if I want to add SSL, I'll just chat up with Nameshift's customer care. I'll give them the domain and ask them to help me add the SSL. But it's very simple. Just type SSL on this search bar here. Just type SSL. It will bring out this Nameshift SSL. Now click on it. Now you look for the domain name where you want to install the SSL. Just click on install. That is all. So once you install it, automatically, now I can't install on all this because SSL is available on this now, right? SSL is available on this. So once you click on install, it will install automatically. There's no big deal about it. It's as simple as that. Or you can install via Nameshift SSL. All these ones have installed on this. So I don't have a new domain to install SSL. So they are all on here. You can activate it. You can reinstall, uninstall under this part. You can download your SSL certificate here too, right? You install, uninstall. You can off it. You can on it. If I off this one now, it's on the site. It will show site not secured. It means I've off my SSL. Once you turn it on, it will also turn on automatically, right? So it's just very simple to install. You can also, once you click on sync, it will show you the list of domain that is attached to this hosting space. Then you can now install SSL on them. It's very simple and straightforward. So do we have any other question? Thanks for the question, Larry. I really appreciate that. So do you have any other question? We have 3 minutes to stop this class. I don't want it to exceed 1 hour. So tomorrow we are going to meet again and we'll start the hard work tomorrow. WordPress is not hard though. It's not. I've built so many sites with WordPress. A client told me that he need a site within 7 days. Within 7 days, it's possible. You can build a site within 7 days. That is one fun thing about WordPress. I've built a site in less than 2 days before, so that is WordPress for you. And there's money in WordPress. Concerning pricing and charging clients, some people say, is there money in this? Yes. If you charge your clients to build a website, for me, I have shared hosting, so I hardly buy hosting space for my clients. You have to come down to an agreement and you have to ask your clients, do you want to use a shared hosting space or you want to buy your hosting space? And some clients don't really know the meaning of hosting space, so there's no need to bother yourself, right? So once you charge a client 120K, I bet you the amount you will spend in building that site will not be up to 25,000 naira. Yes, it won't be up to 25K, and the other part of the share is yours. If you charge 70,000 naira, if you charge 50,000 naira, there was a time I needed urgent cash, like I needed urgent money. I had to do promo, 20,000 naira promo for about 5 startups, 10 startups rather. I did promo, 20,000 naira promo for 10 startups, and I used shared hosting for all the sites. And I got my cool cash. All I needed to do was to buy domain name, right? So there's money attached to this. And if you are renewing for a client, there's a client I'm charging 120,000 per year to help them manage their site. So imagine you are charging that amount for almost all your clients. Imagine how much you'll be making per year. You get just for domain name renewal and management. So we are going to get to that. So if you have any question, if you don't have any question, we'll call it a day. And one of the best way to support me is to like this video and also subscribe. Please subscribe. And another way to support me is to subscribe, send me data, because we are spending a lot of data to do this. We are not getting money from anybody and anywhere. No sponsor, nothing. So let's do this together. So thanks so much for your time. Let's call it a day. I really appreciate it. Thanks for attending today's class. This really means a lot to me. Bye.